Hey, it's Shane with GotRom.com. I work with a lot of people who have FAI, femoral acetabular impingement, hip impingement, and it's a very complicated hip issue. And in the FAI Fix program that we have, we invite people to kind of troubleshoot and try different things and not just blindly follow kind of a generic prescription for all people. Of course, there's generalities that apply to maybe 80% of the people, like they've got very dense adductors and very dense and tight quads, and they need to learn how to activate their glutes and their hamstrings and kind of restore balance in their muscles. But one of the kind of less common needs of this group of people is actually kind of restoring motor control and strength in the adductors. Sometimes they'll have adductor pain or adductor strains or a pinch in the groin or things like that. That doesn't respond as well as other people to traditional kind of massage and stretching. So we've started teaching things like short range adductor liftoff, so getting in this kind of position and activating your adductors in this shortened position. And people have really enjoyed that. That's a good kind of beginner progression. But I want to share another thing that a lot of high-level sports teams like soccer teams are doing, which is called the Copenhagen Exercise, and they use it to basically prevent adductor strains and adductor pain. And it's a little bit more advanced than the short-range adductor liftoffs, but I've been playing with it myself and using it on clients, and I really like it, so I want to show it to you. So what you do, the first progression would be you're going to kind of get a bench or a chair or some elevated surface, a bed, anything where you can kind of put one leg under and one leg on top, and you'll be on your elbow in a plank position. You start with a bent knee, get your hips up and straight, hips forward, full kind of hip extension, and then you pick up this bottom leg. So right now my adductors have to kick on to hold me in this position, and you can just kind of hold this for time, just kind of 30 seconds, work up to maybe a minute or so. You could also kind of flutter this bottom leg, which adds a nice kind of component to it, makes this adductor work even harder. The next progression after that, after say doing that for weeks, would be to go to a straight leg position here. And again, hips come up, everything is straight, you're not twisted this way or this way. If I do that, I'm kind of trying to cheat and put the stress on the hamstrings or on the quads, and I keep this leg straight. And then again, I pick this up and I can hold for time or flutter the leg. And this really kind of stresses and strengthens the adductor complex in a really unique way. I want to be clear, this is kind of an advanced progression for adductor strengthening. You should start with the short range adductor liftoffs first, work on those for a couple weeks, do the bent leg version, and then finally the straight leg version of the Copenhagen exercise. So if you're someone who doesn't respond or just feels like they're kind of weak in their adductors and needs a little bit of strengthening work, I invite you to try that out, see how it goes for you.
Yeah.